This is off-grid DIY hair cutting. I have electric trimmers that I bought for $20 one time, and I've had it for years. And I simply put up a trash bag on the bathroom sink and it sticks statically. What I do is I cut it open and lay it flat, and it sticks and clings statically. All my mess goes in there and stays in there, and I don't have any mess to clean up. Maybe a few stray hairs hit the floor, but I hold my head over the sink when I shave, and I look into the mirror, and you can see, well, there, I've pretty much cut my hair nicely all on my own, and I still got to trim the back end. I have to get my little mirror, but do-it-yourself off-grid hair cutting. Neat, cheap, and easy. $20 investment one time, and saves you a ton in the end, because it costs $20 to shave my head for 5 minutes at the if you go into town. I just can't see that. I don't agree to that. So I put it on number 3, shave my head, trim it with some battery-powered handheld clippers that came with the same kit, and I'm done. It paid for itself the first day. I put the greenhouse on pallets, and now what I have to do, one thing I have to do is cut this. For some reason they sewed it together down here. Oh, maybe for a reason? No. It's odd. It's sewn together over here in this corner, which means I wouldn't be able to flip it open and tie it up properly. Anyway, it is warm in there right now. It's really warm in there. Of course, it's warm out. It's 53, I think, outside. Let me see what this. It's a decent sized greenhouse. Got this from Tractor Supply. So I think I want to set the shelves in before I try to tie that down, so I know what I got to deal with here. Hope it doesn't blow away on me in the meantime. Just as soon as I walked away to shut off the camera, the thing blew over. No breeze. I walk away for 1 second, a wind gust blows up, blasts it over. It's very gusty out here. So my idea, I'm going to have this staked down or tied down to pallets. The pallets are going to be secured together, or secured to the ground. Otherwise this thing will never hold up, even though a slight breeze is knocking it over. You saw what happened to my other greenhouse. I'm not letting that happen to this one. So I'm going to center it on this pallet. Let me show you what I'm doing closer up. If I can do this before the wind blows it. I have to work fast so the wind doesn't grab it each time. Okay, I've got the shelf down, and I'm going to go through the shelf, around the pallet, and down to the ground. That'll secure it all completely here, firmly onto the pallet. And the pallet gets staked to the ground, so there won't be any possibility of this to fly away in the future. So get a couple of them, and I should be good. I cut this other pallet so it would fit. So this rests on the pallet nicely. And just put the bottom shelf in and zip tie it on, and that'll become one with the pallet, which will help against the breeze I have now. But for long term, because you guys have seen how the winds are out here, for long term I'll have to stake these pallets down as well, or the whole thing will take off like a kite. I gotta level this ground out too. Anyway, so now I'm going to put one or two more twist ties down there, but for now the pallet isn't going anywhere, or the greenhouse isn't going anywhere. I'm also going to put 2 zip ties per shelf because he's just flopping here. It's better than my other one was, but they do just sit in there, so I'm going to put a couple zip ties in there to hold that as well. But I'll just keep doing this and secure this well. I'll tell you, this is warm in here. It's a good place to sit down. I should fill in that floor and put a chair in here, have a cup of tea in the afternoons when a cold day. It's warm inside there. Well, there it is, all tied down. It's already more durable. I've got 2 twist ties each per shelf along the back sides on all 4 shelves, and I've got 4 points of contact with the pallet on each side, and I've got 2 points of contact in the middle. So the greenhouse is not going to come off the pallets. Now the next thing is I have to figure out how to secure the pallets, but the ground is still a little bit stiff in some places. But I think what I might do is use some garden stakes for now, or maybe even tent stakes, and stake it down like you would a tent. But before the day is over, I'll have it done one way or another. I also hope to do some planting today, so I need to get to work on that. Best way to weight that down is to fill it. So I've got my seed starters in here, and I'm going to go dig out the rest of my potting soil and fill these up and get ready for planting. So it's going to be a good year. It's late, very late. I usually do this in February already. I'm starting my seeds. Usually have my stuff out by the end of March, but the ground is still hard in spots, believe it or not. Well, it's looking good. I have it right next to the garden, and the raised bed garden is here. Now I'm going to be putting the deer netting back up soon, and the greenhouse is right at the edge of the garden. The reason I took all the deer netting down is because it needs to encompass the whole area, and also so I can get this stuff out of the middle here without tripping over that netting all the time or running around. So it's gonna be good. Looks good. It's a nice looking greenhouse, and this one has ripstop built in. It's got some fibers in the material. It actually feels different. It's almost a smooth, almost a silky smooth touch. I'm not sure what material that is, but it's definitely stronger than the other one. It'll probably last a lot longer. It doesn't say what kind of material, but it looks good. I think it'll be alright. That is a useful tool. I hope the other video I did with my phone, my old cell phone, worked. Chris helped me, and we brought up some potting soil I had in my car and all the rest of my gear. I try not to show the floor as I walk anymore. My Silverfire survival stove. I'm gonna be using this again soon. I want to get that out on the porch, start using that. I got the Silverfire walk and some books that I brought back with me. This has all been in my car since I left Michigan, all this time. So I finally got it all out and start living out here, getting life set up, getting home set up. today it's greenhouse day. So I'm just going to get these, the dirt in these planters and then plan out what's going where with my seeds and go from there. I've had these around for a while. Actually, I've had a lot of this stuff around since last year. Because of losing my apartment last year and moving into the RV full-time, which was, actually it was a camper last year, full-time, I was a little bit unprepared and I had a lot of this material, these seed starting kits. Actually, everything in here is brand new, left over from last year. So I've got my little garden kit. I bought this up in Canada at a tea house one time. It's got shovels and clippers and everything. It's nice. Had that for years. Now I'm just going to use up the soil I have out of these little bags first. This has been around forever. Fill up each one of these trays. Actually, get my hands dirty. It's easier. I'm just going to fill these all up, level them off. And then I'm going to get my notebook out later. This is going to take me a while to fill all these containers though. Now I also am going to make my own potting soil. Once I've used up what I have, I'm also going to use and make my own using the manure pile, which I don't know if you remember that from last year, was a truckload of manure. Although it looks like nothing now, it has really composted and compressed itself, and it's under a pile of leaves. But anyway, that is what's going to be used for potting soil this year. I'm also going to do some experiments, not as much with the gardening as I did last year, not as risky, because I'm going to be getting serious about growing food this year, about self-sufficiency. But I am going to use that cow pasture soil as seed starter material and see how it works out. And next year I want to mix something like that in with my composted mulch, which I'll be making with my new machine. Now this is a miniature greenhouse of its own. Once you fill this up, you put the lid on. It's super thin now. And then it keeps the moisture in, which is convenient. I've also got a ton of seeds that I got last year at the end of the year on clearance, special unique things that I'll be putting out here later as well. So the next day or so, 2 days, it's probably going to take me, because I got a late start today. I had to go to town and pick up some packages, which I'll show you later. But it'll probably take me 2 days to do this all the plantings in the seed starters and organize the greenhouse properly. And this year's going to be done right. Every single thing will be labeled on paper. So it's going to be a good year, really good year. So I won't bore you with the rest of this, but I have a lot to do. Fill all these containers. That one comes with its own soil. And then I've got all these other containers. I have another, somewhere I have some more of this type of stuff, unless it got destroyed in the winter. I'm still looking for everything. But the wind ripped apart my greenhouse and threw things across the lawn. But anyway, keep going. This is going to be a spinach bed. And I'm just scooping up some of my homemade mulch and some leaves from earlier. That's going to go in the bottom of this as drainage and later a fertilizer as it breaks down in the bottom. It'll stop the potting soil from going through and allow proper drainage in there. And then I bring it over back to my greenhouse. I'm going to fill it up with soil. be able to have spinach and some lettuce in these. I actually want to grow some, put in some quick grow greens. Might even try radishes in the pot and see what happens. I want some quick grow greens in here. Last year the chipmunks ate all my root vegetables except for the potatoes. I didn't get any beets. I didn't get any radishes. I didn't get any carrots. So I have to figure a way to keep the chipmunks out this year. The plastic snake I used did help a bit. So I think I'll probably string up plastic snakes everywhere again this year. Good dollar store item that does the job, scares off the chipmunks. So there's my lettuce bed, which goes up in the side here and also helps hold down the greenhouse to the ground. So those are both on the bottom. Then I've got all my starter sets put up. Now the ones that aren't covered are obviously up higher because the moisture from, look at this, already getting condensation from the warmth in here and forming drips already. So the moisture escaping from the bottom plants will help keep these moist. So at least that's my hopes. Alright, well, now it's time to get the notebook and figure out what's going where. I'll probably get this all done before the day is out. It's 4:30, 5 o'clock now probably. And that'll pretty much be it for the day. Gotta get some small bits and pieces for kindling. Look for anything that's dry. It rains so badly out here. Actually, I can use a hatchet on that. My survival knife I can use on that later. That'll split nicely. Just so you know, my hand is always far away from that blade. It might look different on camera. I'm not going to be cutting my fingers off anytime soon. I look for nails when I cut. It's not. That's what I do with all my little pallet scraps as I go. Good fire starting material. Most of this is wet from heavy rains we had. I'll have to wait a while. I use these chunks here to get good coals going on in the stove, in the wood stove. All these little chunks burn and ignite really quick and easy, and then that catches the bigger pieces on fire for me much better. Well, the shadows are getting long, but the art is looking better every day. Now I can probably hold my camera up and look around. Now eventually this is going out further into where it's at, and I'm going to close up my greenhouse for now. Actually, no, first I'm going to come out with my notebook. I dug out all my seeds and my notepad, and I'm going to label what I've got here so that when I go inside this evening I sit down and I sort out what seeds will go where in these things, and I have an idea of what I'm doing. I'm actually going to draw a diagram of each of these and then organize it according to the layout of the pot, of the each one of these containers. So, for example, this here, I'm going to draw out sections of 6 by 2 and show that all the way across on paper, and then I can label what's what. I'm going to do groups of 6. What did I say? 3 by 2. That's funny. 3 by 2, 6. Anyway, I'm going to do groups of 6 for each plant. So I'll have like a Roma tomato, a cherry tomato, and just keep going like that. And for example, I'll start with tomatoes and work my way through. Then I'll start with peppers. I love a lot of different peppers, like jalapeno peppers and cayenne pepper. So I'm going to get those started as soon as I can. And then also my vine plants, like the cucumbers and pumpkins and stuff, and squash, give them a head start too. There's this long box from Amazon. Since it comes directly from Amazon, I don't know who it's from until I open it. I need a knife or a key. Be right back. Trolls are going to love this one. I can't even open a box properly today. It's got this fiber stuff in there. It's weird tape to cut. There we go. Oh, what is this? Looks like it might be for the garden. Natural burlap, plant protection, windscreen, tree wraps, arts and craft. Nice. What we got here? Alright, burlap wrap. Perfect timing. Really perfect timing. Biodegradable. Hundreds of uses. Nice. I was hoping to plant some trees too. There's some good fire start material. Well, thank you. I'll put your name down on the bottom of the channel. Thank you very much. Hitching a ride up to the house. We're riding the wagon. It's faster. We've been hauling stuff back and forth all day with a lawnmower. I'll show you later what all we got going on here. Bumpy ride. Sheet metal I use for rainwater collection. There's enough. I'm going to use it for the roof of the RV shed later on. Go fishing. Muddy mess. I'm up by the little baby birds, but that's not actually the reason I brought my camera all the way over here. There's this massive box that came in from, it was shipped by a Sportsman's Guide, which actually has some good deals on stuff. Let's see if I can get this thing open. This is a massive, massive box from Alan Brown, guy who actually gave me that barrel stove that I'm using daily. See if I can find a key. I left all my stuff back up at the RV. This thing is huge and heavy, and took two of us to carry up. Looks like a box in a box. me see. Oh yeah, they had to split it and tape it. Wow, that's some good tape. It's like one of those puzzle boxes where you open one and then you find another. Would be surprised if I find another one. Wow. A lot of packing material. A ton of packing material. Well, huge. Okay. Wow, that's heavy. What is that? Okay, there's a little box. I'll have to see what that is later. Put that over here. There's a heavy box. Oh, that's heavy. There's another box. Put that aside. Now, let's see if I can get this out of here. Show you what I got here. I'd actually end up cutting it out. That is a behemoth. Let me get my camera off here. Sorry for the shakiness. The camera is on the box. And it's a bit unstable here. That is the military surplus 50,000 BTU multi-fuel stove. Rugged looking. Curious. Looks like it's sitting crooked or something. Just curious. Open this up and see what we got here. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into how this thing works. Oh, there's a ton of parts in there. Huh. Well, this is going to take me some time to figure out. So that's the military surplus stove. Oh, I love it. The real military deal. That's authentic U.S. Army. TM. Operators and Unit Maintenance Manual. Heater space, radiant large. Type 1 solid fuel, Type 2 liquid fuel. So this burns, from what I understood, oh, that's the real military guide. Oh, I miss the Army sometimes. That's the real deal. This burns charcoal, wood, gas, kerosene, and jet fuel. I was looking at this. The reason I know all this is I was looking at it while I was in Michigan and thinking, boy, I want to get one of these one day. And after I got home, I got a message from him. He was sending it. How funny is that? Yeah, I'm going to have to figure all this out. Oh, that's the top, so this was upside down. That explains why it was crooked. Okay. Wow. Well, thank you. Now I've got a serious puzzle to put together. Let me pause a second. Well, there it is. It's a puzzle I got to put together. But it's huge. It's heavy. I couldn't lift this alone. And I got a package over here full of parts. I got a package over here full of parts. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I'll figure out how to get this out to my RV and figure out how I'm going to implement this. This thing is awesome. 50,000 BTUs. That's amazing. This is almost like a barrel stove. This thing is really cool. It's amazing. There's that big heavy box, actually that big tall box. There's all kinds of parts and stuff I pulled out of here. And that's all for the liquid fuels. Now that big square box, the tall one, is the pipes for the exhaust. It comes with all the pipes you could ever need, and they're thick too. And this is a cooking plate. Now this is currently the setup for liquid fuel, and it has an insert for charcoal and wood. So this is a really rugged thing. Now, in comparison with my Chinese metal grate that I got in my barrel stove kit, you can see how thick that is. That is some super quality stuff. That's as thick as my finger. And heavy, really heavy. So that's a really high end. That's the real deal. That's real Army quality. Oh, my generator is happy in his new home. I had Chris from the landlady's place come and help me, and I had some of these rubber pieces left over, the stuff I put on the front of the RV window, and I used that as cover material for the roof, and had enough to overlap a bit on the sides. And I can reach in, I can start it, I can set the throttle, but to fill it I'll have to lift the top. So I'm going to fashion the roof to be removable on hinges with a maybe a gas shock from an old vehicle or something, so it stays open for me. But that's the 200 amp pair of DC alternators from cars set up with the generator, the gas engine. It's going to be a nice little tool for me. Very nice. Today it wasn't bad. It was mostly clear all day, and my battery should be topped off, although I haven't been inside at all since this morning, but I'll find out soon here. But it's supposed to be cloudy and rainy most of the rest of the week, so that's going to come in very, very useful here. I don't know if you can see this. Batteries are 12.7 volts, 58 degrees, but the light still shows yellow. Can you see it there? So it's still telling me that they're not really topped off, but way better than they were yesterday after a sunny day. Well, a box came in today. Actually, I had to go get it. It wouldn't fit in the mailbox, of course. Baby cat says, "There's a box." Come on, baby cat. You want to get the box? Let's see what's in here first, okay? Oh, what's this? Oh, wow, that's heavy. This is climate gear. Weather resistant workwear. Oh, a top and bottom. Look at that. Wow, I gotta look up who sent this, but thank you. If I don't find your name, let me know. Oh, wait, what do we got here? Oh, there, okay. There's a tag in here. Oh, this is a package I was waiting for. So you told me about this. Backyard farmers and home gardeners. 21 handmade structures from homegrown harvests. Said especially check page 32. I gotta check it out. What do we have here? Oh, a homemade wheelbarrow. Garden cart. And a plywood and a bike wheel. How simple. Oh, this is nice. There's compost box, vertical gardening. Oh, I'm definitely going to be liking this. Well, thank you very much. That's nice. Now, what do we have here? this is. It's packaged. Well, I'm going to be reading that tonight. Well, thank you. And this is, especially where I live, this is great. And baby got a box. Here you go. Get your box. Oh, she's more curious what's going on up here. Alright, what's this? Get it open. What do we have here? Wow. Oh, nice. I actually used to use that stuff all the time. Snow seal. Enjoy dry feet all year. That's for footwear, casual dress shoes, gloves, and many other leather goods. Oh, nice, because my gloves were sopping wet the other day. So 2 packs of snow seal, some serious wet weather gear, and a book that's going to keep me off the comments for a while. People are going to be mad at me. I know what I'm going to be doing tonight. Well, thank you so much. This is nice. And baby says thank you. She's got a box. Yeah, what do you think? Really?